Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, everybody, and today we're doing another BDSP guide, of course, and today we're doing Infernape. We're going to start covering the starters, so expect the starters this week. Infernape is pretty cool. He's the best starter, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, and I think it goes without, too much explanation. Also on here, Empoleon's at 2%, and Torterra's very low at 0.6%. But we have Infernape up here at 5.2%. So not only my opinion, also Picolytics data shows that it is the most used starter. Infernape's pretty cool. Firefighting type is pretty solid. Not too generic for fire starters, right? No other fire starters are firefighting. But yeah, this Pokemon is really cool. It has access to really strong moves. It has access to Fake Out, which is really cool. Its abilities are alright. It has Iron Fist and Blaze. Blaze is pretty solid with Focus Sash, making your Fire Punch or Overheat or anything like that really strong. So that's pretty cool. And Iron Fist also buffs up your punching moves like Fire Punch and Mach Punch. So that's pretty cool. This Pokemon's overall not like super bulky. It's pretty frail, so we're using it mostly as like a Focus Sash or like a Choice Band punching guy, which makes sense. And yeah, it has a really deep move pool that really gives it a lot of coverage moves as well as just like utility moves. So it's very customizable. You can use it in a lot of different ways. So let's go ahead and do the overview. And of course, all right, there we go. Infernape, firefighting type, it's pretty solid. Let's look at these stats. HP 76, Defense 71, Special Defense 71. It's not a naturally bulky Pokemon. It just doesn't have very much natural bulk. It's not going to be living a lot of attacks, and it's not going to really be living any super effective or stab attacks. So the first build we are using is Focus Sash. It just makes the most sense, but we do have 3 builds today, but they're all pretty similar. Kind of really just changing item and a little bit of move pool, but, still different. Attack at 104 is pretty solid, but also special attack at 104 is really good as well. So you can use this thing as a mixed attacker. You could use it as a special attacker to dodge, intimidate. A lot of different ways. I only have physical attacking for him today, but all those ways do work as well. And then last but not least, speed at 108. And when I say not least, I actually mean the most. It's its highest stat at 108. It's pretty solid. It does get us to like 176 on speed tier, which is pretty fast. And in this format, we're not an incredibly high speed format, so this Pokemon's actually very, very solid speed-wise in the format. So pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at trending moves. And like I said, there are a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. So let's go ahead and look. So Fake Out and Close Combat are both up here at around that 90%. Almost every Infernape you see is going to have Fake Out and Close Combat. And then we have a lot of different moves that you could use. Overheat, Fire Punch, Flare Blitz, a lot of good fire options here. These are about equal, Fire Punch and Flare Blitz. And to be actual here, these should probably not even be Fire Punch. I don't know why they are. These should be Flare Blitz. Using Fire Punch on the first one because of the Focus Sash, we don't want to die immediately. But Flare Blitz is incredibly high damage, and even though you're going to take a bit of damage and the Pokemon's pretty frail, you're still doing a huge amount of damage with that and close combat, things like that. Fire Punch is a good option. It doesn't do as much damage as Flare Blitz, actually about half, but it does have, no damage taken, which is good, especially for a Focus Sash build. And then we have Overheat. Like I said, special attack at 104. You can use it specially as well. And yeah, we have Heat Wave as well down here. So a lot of different options if you want to go for special attacking or mixed, really any kind of way. But usually if you play mixed, you want it to be like kind of bulky, so that it doesn't feel weird to just put all your stats into special attack and and physical attack. So it's kind of weird, but it doesn't have to be. Tyranitar. Like, just some options. Anyway, next we have Mach Punch here. Mach Punch is a very good option as well, especially since we have Iron Fist on this Pokemon potentially. Mach Punch pretty good. Then we have Taunt, U-Turn, Encore, Protect, Thunder Punch, Feint, Heat Wave, and Quick Guard. So a lot of good utility. Quick Guard is really good this format. Heat Wave, Feint is always good. Thunder Punch is good. Coverage. Encore is interesting. Taunt. This Pokemon has a lot of good utility supportive moves. U-Turn is really good for a Choice Band set. So overall, just a huge move pool. Other than like Close Combat and a Fire move and Fake Out, it can have a lot of things. It can have a lot of different things. So it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and look at trending teammates, although it doesn't really have any teammates that it's like, use this Pokemon with, you know what I mean? So, you know, we'll see, but most of them are just like generic guys. Cresselia, Togekiss, Latios, Scizor, Garchomp, Tyranitar, Rotom-Wash, Gyarados, Breloom, and Mamoswine. None of them really stand out as big synergies, but, you know, you can kind of put this Pokemon really anywhere that it just helps the team a lot. So, you know, do with that information what you will. Now, as far as items go, this is another one that could use a bunch of things. 72, it's definitely trending for Focus Sash. Focus Sash is definitely what most people are using. It makes sense. The Pokemon's pretty frail. It just makes sense. Life Orb and Expert Belt as well, doing some damage. Choice Band, all of those right around the same. And then Choice Scarf, Citrus Berry, Shuka Berry. A lot of different options, but typically you're going to go for like Focus Sash or Life Orb. Maybe a Choice Band set. Expert Belt if you already have Life Orb somewhere on your team. Stuff like that. And then as far as the ability split, it's pretty close to even. Blaze and Iron Fist. Blaze makes a lot more sense for Focus Sash user because you take a lot of damage and then boom, you're having really, really powerful fire attacks. Which is pretty cool. And then you also have Iron Fist here that's buffing things like Thunder Punch, the Fire Punch, Mach Punch. It doesn't do Sucker Punch, but still pretty cool. And then as far as trending sets go, they're mostly Y spreads here, almost only. The Pokemon didn't have a lot of like ability for bulk, as you can see here. There's also some mixed attackers, so there are definitely mixed spreads here every now and again as well, which is pretty cool. You'll usually see max speed and then either, you know, all into attack or special attack. And then you're left over 4 into something or a mixed spread. So those are your different options. So that's it for the overview. Let's go ahead and look at the builds that we have today. So 3 builds, like I said. The first one is going to be your typical Focus Sash Blaze user here. Blaze gives you 1/3 or less attack. You get 1.5 times, which is essentially like a choice addition on that fire attack. So that's pretty good. You get knocked to your Focus Sash, and now your Fire Punch is dishing out big damage, or even Flare Blitz if you want, but then, you know, you're going to die after that attack, which is fair because you're probably going to die anyway from the attack, but you'd rather it be dished out by your opponent because then if they redirect into your your partner Pokemon, it's getting a little worse. So Fire Punch makes a lot of sense here. It is only 75 power, but it does still have that chance to burn, which is pretty good. So yeah, Focus Sash Blaze for this guy. We do have Fake Out. This is standard to almost everyone except for like Choice Band user. But Fake Out's insane in this format. Well, in every format, Fake Out's just amazing, especially without Dynamax. Fake Out is incredibly powerful. Now, as far as your stab moves go, we went Close Combat and Fire Punch, and then I went Protect. So this follows the typical dual stab Protect move choice, and the move choice is, of course, going to be Fake Out for this build. So that's the first build, and then we also have the spread, which is just a basic Y spread, 252 into speed, 252 into attack, left over 4 into defense, or special defense, whichever one you want to go for here. Is really what the team requires, and it honestly probably won't even really matter ever, but it's there. Jolly Nature as well, that's going to be staple to all of these builds. Just want to be as fast as possible instead of the go for the attack, because 176 is sometimes a populated speed tier. Not really in this format, I imagine, but it is it's there. Next we have the next build of Infernape, which is going to be a Life Orb Iron Fist build, actually. So we're going for the Flare Blitz, Close Combat. Honestly, this should just be Blaze, because we don't even have a punching build. Okay, fair enough. Life Orb, Blaze, doing a good bit of damage here. Fake Out, of course, is gonna stay there, and then we also have Dual Stab, gonna be Flare Blitz in Close Combat, and Protect. So once again, not really changing too much of the equation, really. Instead of just going for the Focus Sash, going for Life Orb for a little bit of extra damage, and then the higher damaging moves like Flare Blitz instead of the Fire Punch. That's really the only difference here for this build. Now, Iron Fist, it's a hidden ability, so I don't really know how you get it in this game. I guess you can get it underground. Yeah, never mind. You can get it underground. Very easy. So not bad. Now, for the spread, it's going to be a Y spread once again. The exact same spread. Jolly, 252, 252, 4. And, yeah, we're not really going to change up from that in any of these builds. Now, for the last build, we do have a Choice Band build, which is cool. Choice Band Iron Fist this time, because we do have Mach Punch. You could use Focus Punch, really anything. Focus Punch, Fire Punch, but we're going for the Flare Blitz just because it does a lot more damage. And on Choice Band, you're locked to it anyway, so whatever, we're going to use it. So, Flare Blitz, Close Combat, your Dual Stab, high damaging moves, and then we also have Mach Punch and U-Turn. for the choice band, which is really good. U-turn going to go ahead and switch us out so that we're not locked into a choice band move if we're not really feeling any of the moves at the time. And then we also have Mach Punch, which is really good because it's boosted by Iron Fist, it's boosted by choice band, it's boosted by stab, and it gets priority. So very, very strong set here. Choice band is really cool on this Pokemon. I like these guys. Next, we have the Y spread. Once again, not going to change. 252, 252, 4, Jolly Nature. Not going to change. And that's really all I have for this video today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Happy New Year. If you're watching this at around that New Year time. It's New Year's Eve for me right now when I'm recording this, but it's not going up till Monday, so you know, whatever. But yeah, I think this Pokemon's pretty solid. Best starter. Infernape gang. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. And as always, you can go down into the description, click show more, and see the imports, and you can just copy paste these builds right into Showdown if you want to get going in the game. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good week. Goodbye.